It's the first day of spring, and this is a big season for sniffling and sneezing. Seasonal allergy sufferers often struggle here on the Suncoast as the pollen counts climb. But some of us are just helpless to fight back, and we have no idea how our allergies are really affecting our overall well-being. Rachel Franzen from Gulf Coast Medical Group is here to give us some tips on beating this season. Welcome. You're just in time. Thank you, thank you. Allergies are a lot more complex than what we think, right?
It's true. You know, we get a lot of people that come down here seasonally and they don't know that they have allergies, and they get down here and, you know, we see a lot of people in the office with colds and runny noses and itchy eyes and sore throats, and they don't really know what it is when in fact it's just allergies.
But there is something you can do now. You're telling us that they really do affect all of us, not just our nose and runny eyes, but the whole body.
Yes, so the whole upper respiratory system can be affected by allergies. You can have itchy eyes, you can have nasal congestion. If you look in the diagram there, you can see the pulmonary system. You can get respiratory irritation, shortness of breath. So really these are things that you want to be aware of because it can affect your whole body system. I
itch when I'm around certain things. Is that allergies?
It is, it is. It's your body's histamine response to the environment around you, and that can be pollen, it can be, you know, red tide, it could just be, you know, things that, you know, different people, different environments, you know, especially here because we're a seasonal place, that you are becoming exposed to that your body isn't used to.
You know, I went to the ballet Saturday night. I picked up the program. I started to sneeze. My nose started to run. My eyes started to run. I put it down and it stopped.
Yes.
So you can be allergic to things like paper.
And that we call that contact. It's, you know, a contact allergy. So yes, it can be people, it can be environment, it can be foods even. And your body responds to that.
So I have a question. To me, allergies are frustrating, right? Because when you get sick, you know it's going to work its way through a cold, or it's something that needs a medicine and you'll get better.
Right.
And allergy seems like something that you just can't do anything about. I mean, what do you do if you're stuffed up for 4 months straight?
Because you don't want to take like those medicines every single day.
Right. So it's all about prevention. So you know, when you start to have symptoms, usually you're already experiencing, you know, the stuffy nose and the running, but, you know, there's methods that you can take. A lot of the over-the-counter things really work for people who have allergies. You know, Zyrtec, Flonase, they reduce that histamine response. They reduce the inflammation, and really it's best taken prophylactically, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, is when you know that you're going to have a trigger, it's better to take that, you know, in the beginning so that you don't exacerbate your symptoms.
So this time of year with pollen, it's okay to take a daily over-the-counter?
Definitely, and we definitely recommend that. And some of the things that you can do to kind of, you know, check on that, you want to check pollen counts, you want to know what your environment's like, you want to know if there's, you know, exacerbation of red tide, because then you can take those preventative measures.
Oh, that's so good to know.
And take a daily antihistamine, or, you know, take a daily nasal spray. That will help.
What about tips? Give us some tips to tell us how to avoid all this and how to protect ourselves.
So luckily here in Florida, you know, we get that daily rain when it starts to get into spring and summer, and that's the best time to go out and, you know, have outdoor activity. Other than that, the early morning time is really not that great, nor is the early evening, because that's when you're going to have a lot of allergies. So you want to stay indoors at that time. And again, you know, with pollen counts, you want to make sure that you're checking, you know, your local weather, your local TV, social media to see what kind of allergens are in the environment.
Oh, that's so good to know. Do air cleaners, things like that really help? My son gave me a big air cleaner. Is that really going to help?
It does, actually. HEPA filters are really important for people who have allergies. It helps to keep the air clean. It helps to remove all of those things that can get stuck in places that we can't see on our surfaces.
So even portable plug-in cleaning filtering units.
Especially if you know that you have allergies, it'll keep your environment clean, especially at night.
Good to know.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
A lot of good tips.
Rachel is with the Venice Medical Practice, Venice Family Medical Practice, and for more information, you can go to gulfcoastmedicalgroup.net. Find out all there is to know about allergies and how to avoid them so you're not sneezing all year. Next, Money Matters.